Hey Jeff, thanks for joining me.
Hey, Steve, thanks for having me again.
Good to have you. We are talking about Mark Zuckerberg billionaire bunker. It's actually coming to a cost of the estate he's building in Hawaii of over $270 million, which includes his doomsday prepping. This is in his Kuala Ranch property in Hawaii. It's going to have a 5,000 square foot underground shelter with its own energy and food supplies. It's going to be one of the largest personal construction projects in human history. The construction's already been put at a tag of about $100 million in addition to 170 million in land purchases. But that's definitely on the low side of what total costs are likely to be. So I'm guessing we're probably looking at over $300 million real estate project here. He's doing it on one of the oldest and smallest of the four main Hawaiian islands in Kauai. Uh, the compound is going to consist of more than a dozen buildings with at least 30 bedrooms, 30 bathrooms, centered around two mansions, with a total area comparable to a professional football field of 57,000 square feet, multiple elevators, offices, conference rooms, industrial sized kitchen. Also going to have 11 disc-shaped tree houses, all connected by rope bridges, full-size gym, pools, sauna. The mansion's connected by a tunnel that branches off to a 5,000 square foot underground shelter with living spaces, escape hatches. I think it's got bomb-proof blast doors. Uh, but yeah, Zuck is preparing for the apocalypse in style. And with not an insignificant real estate project here of definitely well over a quarter of a billion, maybe approaching $500 million. I don't know where to go with this one. Where do you want to start off?
I mean, um, I think that I mean, as you're reading through this, my brain went straight to a number of things, but not even withstanding the sheer amount of money that he's spending on it, but why Hawaii? I mean, and also you're gonna go in and dig out and ruin this beautiful tiny island, which I'm pretty sure you're one of the people who scream about what are we be calling it this day? We'll just call it weather change. I thought Hawaii and all the islands that were everywhere around the world were going to be underwater. Now you're building a bunker. To be underwater with escape hatches. I don't know where to go with this one. I feel like it's
Yeah,
just
I
ridiculous.
don't think this is going to have a negative carbon footprint on it. This is, like I said, this is looking like close to a $500 million development project on a remote island. So you just think about the shipping costs involved, along with the labor, the
The
bringing the
trees
energy.
you've cut out,
Yeah.
the I mean the environmental impact that I mean it's just fundamentally to me is kind of a joke as to all these people, these billionaires who claim they're trying to have this negative impact. And here it is. It's not just all right. This I should say a positive impact, not a negative. And here it is. All it is just a let's build a massive you know bunker. I mean, 5,000 square feet. But the other side is who's he inviting with him? It's 30 people. It's 30 bedrooms, 30 bathrooms. Who's going in this place?
I'm sure there will be a security detail involved to make sure the peasants don't come knocking on the doors and try to get any of the food or whatnot. As well as, the friends and family he dines is worthy of surviving the apocalypse. But yeah, I mean, it's not an accident that he's picking Hawaii, kind of a remote location, island location, makes it harder for people to get to his location where New Zealand's also a hot spot for billionaires looking to build these kind of bunkers. Um, so they are kind of looking for remote locations where people can't get to them. And it just comes across as extremely unlikable. I mean, there really is kind of a feeling of I'm going to be one of the people making policies that ruin things, and then when everything gets wrecked, um,
You're
I'm
just
not
the
going to
wrong way.
yeah, I mean, yeah.
Well, look, I mean, the other side is it just begs the question, why? Like, and maybe on a more more realistic side of like, why are you doing this? Like, I mean, what that not even with saying the fact you're a billionaire, you're not just spending $1 million to build a bunker. You're spending $270 million, plus or minus. Maybe tell us what you know that we don't know. Like,
Yeah, I mean, I think there's an element maybe of, post COVID, maybe some folks are waking up to, hey, there was something that probably got out of a lab, and there was a whole bunch of stuff a lot nastier than that sitting in that lab, that could have gotten use. Maybe that was a bit of a wake up. But over here in Silicon Valley, the living forever is a big thing with the billionaires. They're investing money in longevity type
sure.
research, as well as they're trying to take a serious look at, can I embed my consciousness into a machine? I mean, they're and this goes back right to the pharaohs building the pyramids and
Wait,
stuff and
isn't that the
mummifying
joke? Isn't he
themselves.
already a robot? Isn't he like everybody thinks he's a machine?
This is
So
not. It is almost like he sat down and said, "How can I make myself more unlikable? Let's build a Dr. Evil lair on an island, and that will do the trick." But in all seriousness, this is this is a lot of money. And there have been in the past wealthy people that use their money to build libraries or really do things to benefit folks. And I don't know if people really take a look at Zuckerberg in terms of where his money has gone and what he has done, and his role in social media, and really think this is a guy who's making the world a better place. I mean, I think that's kind of more of why this story gets some interest is it just comes across as an out of touch billionaire, who's kind of me first and everybody else a distant second.
maybe you just hit the nail on the head there.
Okay, well, hey, if folks, if you enjoyed this, please give us a click thumbs up. Subscribe to videos. We'll be covering more stories on real estate and real estate projects, not always over $250 million ones, sometimes investable ones. But we'll be covering the facet. Thanks a lot, Jeff.
Thanks, Steve.